Greetings from Dietenhofen. My name is Stephan Külgen, and I have some news for you today on our latest new releases package for the months of March and April. When introducing the January-February package, I did mention that the upcoming package would be bigger. So, well, it's been 2 months now since then, and I think we did keep our promise. From jam-packed low-cost carriers to luxurious VIP planes, we do cover a wide spectrum this time around, so hopefully there will be something for your personal collection interest. Let's start and go back in history a bit, to the 1970s to be exact. We already announced two 727s for our little anniversary series in the last package. Now we are announcing an unusual short-body 727 from Alaska Airlines. After Delta, then Pan Am, and now Alaska, yes, we will be turning our attention to European carriers next. But we also have two models that have to do with aviation history, but that are in skies today, actually. On the one hand, Czech Airlines recently celebrated its 100th birthday, something that is really not so common in the aviation business. CSA comes in at 5th place. Behind, I hope I can get them in the right order, KLM, Avianca, Qantas, and Russia's Aeroflot. Unfortunately, CSA is still a long way from its former glory days, but the signs are now pointing again to a steady growth. On the other hand, Lufthansa has put its 600th Airbus into service since 1976. What began with the A300 is unlikely to end anytime soon. More than 90 Airbus aircraft, A320s and A321s, and also A350s are on order, so we may be able to develop another special livery with a larger digit in model form quite soon. Back in 2009, we had already offered Boeing's Dreamlifter in the 1-500 scale. A new addition was to follow in 2020. Unfortunately, we were forced to replace some of the molds, and instead of simply rebuilding the existing model, we decided to do some redesigning work. Now, our Dreamlifter can also be displayed with the cargo compartment open, with the tail folded away to the side. The hull is then partially hollow, and yes, the body, the fuselage, is made of metal. The tail unit itself is made of plastic, simply for the sake of stability. Now, our Dreamliner also fits the Beluga XL from rival Airbus, of which we also have a new edition in this same new releases package. XL number 6 has the beluga whale winking, which I think is a cute little detail Airbus added to the already fun plane livery. In the field of government aircraft, we are offering 3 aircraft which are, quite a bit different from each other. On one hand, we have the 747-8 with the call sign Code 1 from South Korea, the VVIP Jumbo that Turkey received as a gift from Qatar, and which looks really neat in its current color scheme. And on the other hand, we have Vespina as the government plane for the British royal family and the Prime Minister is named. While the two 747s shine with a lot of luxury, sleeping quarters and offices, the A330 MRTT from the UK continues to fulfill its military functions for air refueling and transport. This left only room for business and economy class seating, but at least the tanker, originally in military gray, was given a fresh paint job with the Union Jack flying out sail. Without a doubt, a highlight among the releases in the 200 scale is the latest Profit Hunter from Brazil. Last October, the Tech Lion transformed into the Tech Eagle, with which Embraer continues to present the highly efficient E2 series at air shows around the world. Almost 25% less fuel than the ERJ-195, up to 25% lower maintenance costs. Those are already impressive figures that the E2 family can show, but it also has a pretty cool paintwork. I'll keep it a little shorter with the March and April releases this time because it it's also time again for the Toy Fair in Nuremberg. So that means it's time to announce a few new projects. In Nuremberg, we will be showing a few prototypes which also demonstrate the broad spectrum of aviation. In the 200 scale, we have Boeing's future flagship, the large 777-9. We have the largest helicopter in the world, the Miele Mi-26. But we also have a small turboprop, with which its 19 seats also saw use quite a bit with commercial airlines, the Beechcraft 1900D. In addition to the Dreamliner in the 500 scale, which is part of the March and April package, we are working on a few new projects as well. But it's a bit too early to make public what those are. What I can announce is that we are building a new fuselage for the 757-300. We feel that now is the right time to do so. We still have a few gaps to fill, including some of those long 757s with those colorful stripes. And we do want to tackle those as long as the -300 is still flying. In the current new release package, we're also showing the first Braniff Snapfit models. Together with Braniff, and yes, well, Braniff as a company does still exist, even if it's no longer flying, we are developing a few new Braniff models also in the 1-500 scale. At the Toy Fair, we will be showing samples of two 727s in the solid color scheme of the 1960s. And well, the 727 releases just happen to nicely fit in with our little 727 anniversary series. And speaking of the Toy Fair, Saturday, February the 3rd, is the big open day in Nuremberg. On that day, our hall, Hall 7A, will be open to the public. We will be offering two limited edition models there. A Condor A330neo in the sand-colored beach livery, and the Pájaro del Sol, Ecuatoriana's Sunbird. Certainly one of the most beautiful special liveries from the colorful 1970s. Well, I look forward to seeing you in Nuremberg then. And thank you once again for tuning in.